it was rocky at the start.
There's a lot of anxiety from the fans and they were like really worried.
We didn't anticipate what was going to unfold, really.
We should start with Benny and Hart. Get that down here. Up the claret. Scott, welcome to the Royal Dyche. Pleasure to have you here. Next season, if we stay up, could be the Royal Parker. How does that sound?
I don't know whether I would have earned the right that much to change the name of what Sean did, to be fair. So first time I've been in here. Love it, to be honest with you.
It's a really good pub. So it used to be called Princess Royal and it's been around for years. And this area of Burnley is called Under Culvert because that bridge there is called the Culvert. So you've got like a miners club round here.
Right.
You've got the turf next door. Let me tell you, on a Sunday afternoon, it is the best place to go.
I drive past it every Saturday, and I drive obviously on the way to the game and on the way back, and I see how heaving it is at times. So I often drive past, half thinking maybe, certainly if we get a good result, shall I pop in? I should do, shouldn't I?
Definitely pop in. And it was changed in 2018 because we qualified for Europe. I'm not sure if you remember this, and no one thought at the time Burnley would qualify for Europe. And it was 2017, I think, Man City had won the Carabao Cup, so there was an extra spot. And put a little sign out saying, if we get into Europe, we'll call it the Royal Dyche, and it happened. And now we're...
Well worthy. Well worthy.
Did you ever speak to him before you took the job?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. So I come across Sean a couple of times in Portugal. I go on holiday in Portugal, and I often see Sean in Portugal. And then when the job come about, I was chatting to him, to be fair, just regarding it, just nothing in real detail. We spoke about the fans and the general club, had nothing but nice things to say, to be honest with you. So, and Sean had an incredible time here. And what he did here was pretty remarkable, really. So, I had some good chats with him.
Now, we should start with Benny and Hart. It's a famous drink in Burnley. Have you heard of it before?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
I will show you. So this is a bottle of Benedictine.
Right.
It was brought to East Lancashire in the First World War, and it's been a staple drink ever since. It's medicine. I promise you, if you've got a cold, if you've got an upset stomach, anything, sore chest, it will sort you out. And we'll usually drink it before the game, and I'd love to get that down here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Up the clarets.
Up the clarets, mate.
What do you think?
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I didn't realise it was hot as well. To be fair, I thought it'd be...
So you have it with hot water, but it's the best drink.
Yeah, I was worried when you said medicine. I thought it was a certain type of medicine. It probably is that as well.
I've not had one in a while. Get on the chest, but cheers.
Cheers.
Up the clarets, and congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you.
Manager of the season as well.
Thank you. Cheers.
And what a season it's been. I mean, unbeaten games, never conceded more than one goal in a match, all the clean sheets, the least goals conceded in Europe. Just try and sum it up for us.
You know what, mate? I often say when you're in it, like anything in life, I'm sure you experience as well. You're in things, and you're on. I use the terminology on a treadmill.
Yeah.
When you're on a treadmill, you're just going, and you don't really probably until you jump off it. I.e., at the end of the season, it'll probably really sink in terms of some of the numbers you've said there, because they're pretty scandalous, really, and they've been a bedrock for us for the majority of this season. They give us a foundation, they give us a base. It's been often a badge of honour on our chest, to be honest with you, in terms of the defensive side, because it's been something which you can see it in the team and the players, and it's something we want to hold on to. And it's large parts why we are where we got to against Sheffield, really.
Were you confident from the start of the season throughout that we'd get promoted, or is it one of them like you're never quite sure yourself?
Well, you never know. It's a tough league. We would have been in and around it. Games come thick and fast. It's a competitive division, and at any moment, you go on a little bit of a bad turn, things can become very difficult. Was I confident that I felt that this team could get promoted? 100%. And the dynamics of it changed a little bit early on in the season from where we were. But I always had the utmost belief. I came here with that belief. I signed here first and foremost just looking at a squad list from a bit of paper, and I made that decision because I felt that we had some real quality. When you're looking in from a distance, you never really know character, and you don't know a mentality and what the actual group are like as human beings. And fundamentally, I hold that in high regard because it's vitally important if you want to get to the end of it with the numbers you've suggested and get promoted. It's going to be pivotal. From the minute I walked in here, really, I see traits of top human beings. Quality, of course, we've got, but as a team that come together very, very quickly and managed to do what we've done, really.
And let's take it back. So it was July when you first came to the club. What attracted you first? You said just in the plays on paper. Have you heard much about the team, the town?
I heard a lot about, obviously, the team, firstly. I think I probably had a little bit of an understanding of the town, and it probably represented a little bit what I'm from. Working class boy from an estate in inner London. I felt like the town probably represented what I was, grafter, knuckle down, work as hard as you can. And then the team as well, obviously the quality that we possess, seeing the team come through under Sean even, that was, them ethics were probably there from a long time ago, Vinny as well. So they were the main drivers really, why I felt that this was probably the right fit for me.
Yeah, and then it was a great start to the season. So Luton in the first game, won, and Cardiff.
Yeah.
And then there was like 20 players that left in August. Let's just go back to that time because got beat by Sunderland. And there was I don't know if you felt it at the time, but there's a lot of anxiety from the fans and they were like really worried. And how did you manage that? How did you stay the ship? What do you remember from it?
It was difficult. That was a difficult period. There's no denying that. I think the situation we was in early on at the part of this year, we probably, none of us at the club anticipated the level of what it was. Of course, I had a clear understanding that maybe certain players wouldn't be at the football club due to many reasons, but we didn't anticipate what was going to unfold really. And without going into too much detail, there was just a lot of things that were happening on an hourly basis, to be honest, and that quickly snowballed it a little bit. And to get to Sunderland was probably right at the height of it. Really, that was there was a lot of disruption, and quickly needed to try and navigate what the best route was. I thought we did that incredibly well from the recruitment we made, in terms of people we brought in, and then us navigating our way around that. And at that moment, probably had to change tack from my side because I'm now having to try and unite a group. This is 20 odd players coming in. And fundamentally, what I know is key is trying to bring them players together as quick as we can. That's made that job very easy for me because of the people I brought in and the people we brought in. That was very, very easy. But certainly at that point, I had to change route a little bit and try and bring the group a bit closer together, or try and bring an environment and a culture that I knew would probably get us in good stead.
Yeah, it was a really tricky time at the time, as a fact, because I take it you're not on Twitter now. Good.
I don't want to be on Twitter.
Good. Because
There'll be some long nights.
The comments.
I could imagine.
The comments on Instagram and Twitter were just like, "This is it." People were saying, being around people saying, "We're going to get double relegation," and every credit to you for getting those group of players to play again. I never went into the Blackburn game. Got a really good result. Considering it was some players' first games. Yeah,
a lot of players' first games that day. To be fair, players would have just been in the building for, I think, one training session in some of them. But look, I think to your point there, I'm not stupid or naive enough. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on social platforms, and there's partly a reason why I do that. I do that because I don't want to be blurred by it. And human nature, however strong as you are, I'd like to think that I'm pretty confident. I have a clear idea of what I need to do. I normally follow that route because that's what I believe in, and 9 times out of 10 I've had success from that. But there's no denying that it can sometimes catch you the other way, really, if you engage in it. The biggest thing for me was a young squad which are engaging it. Modern day young men do have Twitter. They do have social media. So I understood the anxiety. I felt it. I think we all felt it. I always say to the players is, I planned out the route probably early on in this process. I explained to players how this journey would look this year. I knew there'd be some bumps, and I made that very clear early on. And I wasn't as afraid of explaining that. There was going to be adversity. Of course, we're going to lose some football matches. And I tried to create the pathway of what was going to happen. And for sure that happened. But I think what was key for me is what I always explain to players: a true character of a human being, true character of teams are in their moments. Who are the people what, in adversity, in hard times, we never point fingers, we never blame. First and foremost, we probably look at ourselves a little bit, and we stand stronger and try and become even better. And that's why I'm proud of this team, really. I'm proud of this team because in every single moment, when at times it would have been easy to point a finger, it would have been easy to blame or deflect, we did stand up, and the boys stood up to a man, really, and got through that, really.
Yeah, definitely. And you can tell that. And you've said all season how great the players have been. Just try and sum up for us now. How would you describe them in a couple of sentences?
Yeah, I mean, they're an amazing group. Right. Honestly, they're an amazing group. I've obviously been a coach now for a few years, and I've been around some squads, and I played for 20 years. So I've been in change rooms, and I've experienced what change rooms are like. I've been in some elite changing rooms, what have won Premier Leagues, and I've been in less ones. But to be fair, the group we have here are honest as they come. Hard working, committed, focused, and have a real humility about them. They have a real honesty about them, which is, we want good this week, or we need to improve the attacking element. We're rock solid defensively, we're all really happy about that, but we need to engage more, or we need to improve this element. And they just always put their hand up, their eyes, their ears, they listen, they take instruction, they want to learn. And like I always say, and I think I referenced it after the Blackburn game, that they absolutely give you everything. And for me, I'll never fault that. I'll never ever fault someone that when they cross the line, they give you everything. And I'll always have an understanding that in certain moments things can't go well. We can have bad games. Technically, we can be off it. We can miss chance after chance. But the one thing about this team, in terms of, I'm sure the fans have felt it as well, is these boys absolutely give their heart and soul for it. And for me, yeah, it's a box big tick.
I think you've seen it in a skipper as well, Josh. It's great.
Yeah.
He definitely reflects the reality.
He's been a driver, isn't he? He's been pivotal. He's been a driver. He's brought vast experience along with the boys what I've experienced, and his goals this year in pivotal moments really has been a key factor.
Right. From the players to the fans, how have you found fantasy? It's your first season. I hope they've treated you well. Big guys.
Yeah, no, treated me unbelievable, really. Look, it was rocky at the start. There's no denying that. Of course it was, and there was probably some doubt, and I get that. I understand that. And certainly in the line of work that we do, or certainly as a coach, and being any coach at a football club, you're always under the scrutiny, and you're always you're there for criticism. And early on, that was the case. I did understand that for sure. I understood that in terms of us as a team, while we were rock solid and we was building something, at times there was elements to our game that we needed to improve on. But I think also they came through that process, really. So there was frustration, of course there was, but I've seen a fan base that have understood things, have probably and been every bit of what we needed them to be this year.
Yeah, I think the turning point, well, for me personally, it was the Blackburn game.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, and my dad said, you went up to the crowd, and my dad went, he's all right for it, okay. And I thought, turning point. You've got Graham Rhodes saying, it's all right for a cockney.
It's either dad or granddad normally. And as soon as if they go with it, then it's that was a big result for us.
Yeah.
Massive result.
Was you expecting it beforehand?
I wasn't expecting it to be as intense as what it was. It left me under no illusion that we needed to win.
That's
perfect. That coach brought us some luck.